Hi, I thought you might want to join me for my closet inventory as I discuss how I am modifying my clothing and switching out clothing as I grow in my pregnancy. Of course, this applies to people who are pregnant, but much of it will also apply to people who maybe are just changing sizes or even just as you go through different seasons in the calendar year. We wear different clothes in the spring and summer than we do in the fall and the winter. And I like to do a clothing inventory and closet clean out at least twice a year as we kind of shift through those seasons. It'll depend on where you live and kind of your lifestyle, but I typically do it in the spring and in the fall, or in this case, kind of late summer, early fall, just to kind of see what I'm not wearing, what things don't fit anymore, and if there is anything that I need to replace or anything that I want to add just for fun. So take what you want, leave what you don't, or just watch for entertainment value. But I thought because I was doing this anyway, I might as well show you guys kind of what I'm thinking. So I am in my second trimester of pregnancy. I haven't gained a lot of weight yet, but I know that it's coming, and I have already had to start modifying my clothing a little bit. The biggest challenge has been with pants. I did get one of those bands that can bridge the gap between belt loops on my pants so that I don't have to button them, and that's been helpful because zipper and button pants were the first thing to go in terms of what actually fits well when you start gaining weight in pregnancy. And so I'm kind of extending the life of my quote unquote regular pants by doing that. And there are some other things, other types of clothing that tend to be more flexible and forgiving. So for instance, this shirt that I'm wearing just has a lot of room in it, and that's something to take into consideration. I've been wearing a lot of roomier shirts just because they're not as constricting. They're a lot more comfortable. And then things like swing kind of dresses, like larger dresses that just don't have a lot of structure. They're not going to be restricting. They'll be nice and big and flowy, or anything with a wrap shape, because you can adjust the tightness of the wrap to fit your size. And then of course things like maxi skirts that you can adjust the height on to fit wherever the narrowest point of your body is at any given time. And then of course there are things that just don't work so well when you start gaining weight or getting larger in pregnancy. Things like traditional button-up shirts that hit you right at your hips. The bottom of the shirt hits right around your hips. There's not a lot of room once your stomach starts growing to fit into that. So I have a couple of those that I won't be wearing for a little while. And then things that just don't have a lot of room and give because of the type of material. I think this is polyester. There's no stretch, there's no give. The last time I wore it, I had very little movement in my shoulders and I couldn't stretch or move very well, and that was just a clue to me that it wasn't going to be something that I could continue wearing as I grew. And much like the button-up shirts, this is a dress that has buttons. I don't know about you, but the first thing that expanded for me was my chest, and so to have any kind of buttons around my chest other than something really loose like this top was just a no-go. Buttons are threatening to pop open, and that's just not something I want to be sporting. So that was something that kind of went out. And then again, like much more structured, tight things. This is a skirt, but because of where it's supposed to hit and the fact that it doesn't have stretch, it's not going to accommodate a changing body size and shape. So what I'm doing today is going through my closet and trying things on if I question them, and deciding whether I want to leave the items in my closet because I plan on wearing them for the next several months, or put them in a bag and put them on the top shelf of my closet, which is harder to reach. It's where I put the things that I'm not wearing currently. It's normally for out of season things. And I just got these large bags. I think they're like 24 inches by 13 by 11 or something very close to that, if I got it wrong. And there's a zipper, there's a little clear plastic window so I can see what's in it, and there's handles. So I'm going to put the things that don't currently fit me, but I have hopes of getting back to afterward, in those bags, and put them up on the top shelf of my closet, just so that they're not taking up hanging or folding space, because my closet is not gigantic. So that space that is readily reachable is really high value to me, and I don't want to have things there that I can't wear right now. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna try things on and figure out kind of what needs to be in what category. So if you're doing this, pregnant or not, changing sizes or not, I recommend trying things on. Unless you've worn it in the last couple weeks and you know how it fits, then you don't necessarily have to wear it. But go through, try things on, see if it fits, if it's in good condition, if it needs any kind of mending or tailoring. If you haven't worn it in a really long time, ask yourself why. And see if you like it. Our tastes change just as trends change, and you can decide what you like and what you want to keep. There are all kinds of options if you don't want to keep something that's in your closet or in your dresser. So I'm going to go through all of that stuff today and try to gauge what I will be able to wear and what I probably won't be able to wear, and put things in different piles. So I will have a donate or resell pile. I will have a pile for things that I really do like and do plan to wear again that I will put in those bags. And then I will have a pile of things that I will put directly back in my closet, depending on what kind of clothing item it is. I might hang it or I might fold it, but put it directly back to where I have regular daily touch access to it. And I think it's important to go through all of the items, to take them out of the closet so that you can actually see them and actually look through each one, and not have things that are kind of hiding in the back. So it makes a bigger mess on the front end and it feels like more work, but I promise you it's really worth it. And it's gonna be an interesting journey with all of this. I imagine I will probably have to do it again, but I did just kind of want to walk you guys through that process. And now I'm off to do it. Wish me luck. I wish you luck if you do a clothing clean out or a closet clean out of your own for whatever reason. All right, guys, I will talk to you again soon. Bye.